Well, good morning, everybody. This is Tenma here, and we're over 1,300 subscribers, which is amazing. And so, since it's been 10 years as well, I think it's finally time to start my Q&A. Sorry if I butcher any of your names. I'll put your questions up on this little computer monitor over here so you know which questions I'm answering. First question is by Jacob Belter 9552. Jacob asks, what deck are you planning to give the character Blaine Devereaux from your other fan series Yu-Gi-Oh! Gold to use since he can't use Mystic Mine anymore because Mystic Mine is banned? Well, that's spoiler territory, and as we all know, that's gonna be hush hush. But I did reveal what kind of deck he'll use in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Gold intro. If you watch the intro, you will see there's a monster spirit hovering next to Blaine when he's sitting by the fountain. And you can, if you can make it out, then you know what deck he'll use. If not, then it'll be a bit of a stormy situation, and that's your hint. Crystal Verlin 563 asks, how many volumes do you think Ruby should have to conclude the franchise? I would say 18, mostly to round out enough stories, and then the 18th volume to act as a post-credit, like, or monologue, or, like, whatever after the big Salem War. Philip, or whatever, F asks, how is life treating you? Life is treating me pretty good. As you've seen from my posts, I graduated university, so yay. The Have you gotten into playing any video games? Not really. I just mostly play Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Kind of like some basic and simple stuff. I'm really not much of a gamer. What's your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh show? Slash TV, etc. Yu-Gi-Oh! I would have to go with Reigns because I'm socially awkward. As for TV show, that kind of varies. But I'd have to go with the classic Kamen Rider Dragon Knight since that's what got me into Kamen Rider in the first place. Have you been thinking of reading any new manga via recommendability someone or watching new shows? New shows, it just depends on what looks good. As for new manga, I did pick up JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run, so yeah. My top 10 favorite Yu-Gi-Oh shows, well, since there's only 8 official shows, I'll have to go, well, 9 if you count the anime, like OCG stuff, whatever. So I'm going to include fan series in this list. And it as follows in no particular order: Yu-Gi-Oh! Excalibur, Card Heroes, Project Games, Revolution slash Duel Arena, I'm counting those two in one spot, Chaos Charge, Classic Yu-Gi-Oh!, 5Ds, Reigns, Dragon Warrior, and a duel with Yugi Brony. What do you think of the current state of the meta? I'm just a casual player, so I don't really have thoughts on meta. Favorite food and drink? I don't really have a favorite drink. I only drink water. My favorite food is a tie between chicken wings, ribs, brisket. Favorite archetype slash deck and monster? My favorite archetype so far is Canine, since I'm having fun with those. My favorite deck and monster is a three-way tie between Silent Magician, Dark Magician of Chaos, and number C101, Silent Honor Dark. Dark because I like how he comes back and you gain life points. The Dark Magician of Chaos because I used him a lot during my time playing the World Championship 2008. And Silent Magician because she is best girl. Dimensional the Duelist 4149 asks, if you could have any anime slash manga exclusive deck be printed, which would it be? Well, I kind of have two in mind, which could probably fit into one. One is Leo Akiba's Spirit Pendulum Force deck or whatever. We only got like one of the cards printed, which is being his boss monster. But having the rest of the deck does pique my interest, so I would love to see it. And some in a deck or another archetype that could complete it would be used by Isaac, and I'll have his deck be posted up on like the fake computer monitor over here. The second question is, if you could tell Konami anything, what would it be? Well, I would say make an original Yu-Gi-Oh game with original stories and original character. I don't want to play through the classic Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, which, I mean, unless you have a full revamp specifically for the game, not for the anime, where it includes everything. But like, you get to play as your original character. You go through this town, have several stories, duel, yada yada yada. Kind of like the current state of the Pokemon games. Thunderdrome0141 asks, any more Cinder thirsty antics for Jean, or should we have the entire Team Ruby chase him? That kind of depends. The Cinder antics, it depends on if I find any more Cinder X Jean memes on Reddit or whatever, but otherwise, I'll throw them into the Ruby, the Gotcha Dub shorts, and you know I'll always be on to enjoying Jean's suffering. Why do you watch me suffer? Because that's how I get my views. You're a sick bastard! And you are a harem protagonist. Fuck you! Oh, Cinder! Fuck no! And my last question is, will you continue the Ruby Misadventure series? It's so funny, I love it so much, by J. Zilla. Again, sorry for botching your names, and I will! There's a total of 44 parts. The series is either canceled or in extended hiatus, but I will dub all those 44 parts until I either finish or the creator decides to pick up his pen and continue that little fanfic series. And that's all the questions I have, and now I'm going to get into some slight updates. I got 2 dub projects going. One, Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 5 is in production. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Gold Episode 5 is in production, to be more specific. And as you know, editing takes time, and it can be a bitch and a half. Second is my Robin v. Duelbot Yu-Gi-Oh! Gold Prologue Special, which is also in production. And it's just a duel, so it shouldn't take as long, but it'll still take quite a bit. Other than that, I am working on some 2 new not gold, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Roulette tournament stuff with the next episode, and a special between Adrian Gecko and Solomon Muto. Those are also in the works. I've kind of taken a break from the Solomon versus Adrian Gecko duel, and I'll try to get back on that as soon as I finish one of these other 2 gold. I'm not sure which one, most likely the Robin v. Duelbot, but there you go. As for further Ruby project updates, I will be making more Ruby Gotcha Dub shorts. Those are doing good, and I like to do those antics, which is more fun. So after I get Cinder, Jessica, and Ruby in no particular order, comment on who should either have round 2 or go next in Jean's little harem list. Quit making me suffer! Then quit giving me views! You are a sick, sick man! And you are a blonde bunny boy! Fuck you! Fuck you! Other than that, yeah, that's just about it. Nothing much else to say. Thank you for 1,300 plus subscribers, and we're like, according to the chart, I'm about less than 40 away to making it cool 1,400, so let's go for 1,400 in another 10 more years. Signing out.